Hey guys, Jeff here, Dice Setters. We'll be in Vegas today when you're watching this video. Hopefully, if everything works right, be heading up there today and be there for the weekend as well. Um, my question and my film or my video today is is a conversation I've heard from other people, and that is when you're trying for the all tall small. And for those of you that don't know, you're trying to hit 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, or together the 4 or 7 hits. It's called the all, the tall, the small. When you are two away from a tall or a small, do you change your dice set? And that is, of course, if you guys are dice setting, dice influencing, however you want to say it. Or do you leave it alone? I have thrown talls on video, smalls on video, and both together. And as far as I remember, each and every time I've done that, I did not change my dice set. But there are some that suggest that after you've gotten so many, change it so you can hit that number. I myself thinking, my dice set that I'm using right now, to me is the best one. There are 2 other ones that float around that I can use. I probably had the same result with. Do I want to change that completely and go with something else to entice that number to come out? And my thing is no, keep on doing what you're doing, keep on throwing what you're throwing. Other people sit there and say differently. So in this video, I am going to get up to a certain amount, and then I'm going to change my dice set to try to entice that number that we don't have, and you'll see the results. Tell me what your guys' opinion is. Is that something that you do, or you're like, no, whatever I'm start with is what I start with? Now, some people have a die set for the come out roll, and then once the point is set, they change it. I can see that. Um, I have done that before. Ones that get horn numbers, one that gets 7, and then you switch it over to something else. Let me know. This is where we learn. This is where I teach you, you teach me, and as a community, we all sit there and learn. And that's what this whole program is about. So without your guys' help, we're not going to learn. So comments, 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 and I'm always there to answer you guys back. And if you're in Vegas, you know what to do. And I would like to sit there and throw some dice with you. All right, guys. Here is today's video. All right, guys, we are going to try to entice the small, the all, any of the above, tall, small, all. I'm going to start with hopefully 2 on either side, and then I'm going to try to make it happen. We're starting off with a 6. Six again. Nine. 5. So I got 2 on this side. I need 3 more. Should I really change my bet yet? I was hoping 8 would show up first. Let's do it one more roll and see what we have before I change my die set. And we have an 8. So we only have the middle of the board. So now we've got to spread out and get other things. So a 4 or 10 would be pretty incredible. Let's try for a 4 or a 10. That die rolled on me. It was going to be a 10. I've increased the video to be as good as possible. So hopefully you guys that do that, zoom in, zoom out, you can sit there and see that. So we were good up until we changed our bet. We'll try it again. Change our bet. We didn't change our bet, we changed our die set. And we have a midnight. Got that one out of the way. Ooh, 3. Got that one out of the way. And that's a 7, so all the good ones I just got out of the way, they now are null and void. But the point wasn't set, so we're still good. Let's start with a different dice set. And that's going to be a 9. Rolled right up on edge. I don't know if you guys ever remember or not, but there was a Twilight Zone where the guy went to pay for the paper, and when he put his nickel or quarter in the machine to pay for the paper, it stood up on end. And for the whole entire day, he could tell what people were thinking. And it wasn't until somebody knocked that coin down, I think it was him, I think he came by for the evening paper and knocked that coin down, until he quit hearing what people were thinking. 10. One of the, he worked for a bank, and one of the security guys wanted to rob the place. But he had had that thought in his head for the longest time. Not that he was going to do it, but each and every day, that's what he thought. The guy got fired from his job. Not the security guy, but the guy who could hear what people were thinking. Nine. So we got 9 one more time. Our putt comes down. And I'm going to continue with that until I get either one more on the high side or I get 3 on the low side. The die set does change. It's just cross 6s and you turn it down 1, so it does have a possibility of changing each and every time. That's going to be a 4. Two tall, 1 small. Eight. Okay, so 11, 12 is what I want. 11, 12 is what we need. So let us try to entice this to happen. Oh, what do I want? I want a 5. And then on here, let's do that. 5 on that side. So a 5 was cool. And a 10, I already have a 10. Or 11. Yeah, I'll try that. Could give me 11, could give me a 12. It could give me a 7. Didn't work. And again, this is the dilemma. It was 10 ton that at one time, I don't know if he still does or not, but he agrees with my thought that if you are trying for the all tall small, that you should continue on with the dice set that got you there. And it was Ed that sat there and said, no, you should try to get numbers. So, and there's no way for us to back it up and sit there and say, well, let's back it up to this point of time and see if we had left it alone, would the 7 would have come. There's no way of doing that. You can't go back in time, at least not yet. And there goes a 7. We'll get that guy out of the way. And again, all my talls and smalls that you've ever seen, same die set. Eight. Ten. Let's get a hard one out of the way. Let's get a midnight. Let's get a 2, 3. Yo. A 9. Okay, so we want again 11 or a 12. So we're changing our die set and we're trying to coax an 11 or 12. And we got our 9. They did separate when they hit. Let's try to keep them together. And there goes a 7. So we changed our dice set 3 times so far, and each time we end up with a 7. Let's try one more time. Three. I changed my die set one more time. Trying to get some harder numbers out of the way first before I go switching. Yo! Yo ho, yo. Eight. We got 2 on the tall, 1 on the small. Nine. So I only need a midnight or a 10. And this time I'm not going to change my dice set. I'll just hope for the best. Three. Of course, we already have 3. We got 3 again. We still only have 1 on the small and 3 on the tall. Midnight. So the only thing I need is a 10. So here's a little tip for you guys. When you're only down to 1 more number needed, you put your dice set up there and you go, you tap on the one that you want. So you got 10, 10, 10. And most of the time that works. It works about as good as patting down the slot machines as you're playing. 3 again. Boy, for all the small numbers, I keep on hitting 3. Well, that was 3. And we're looking for 10. And we have a 6. We have 2 on the small and 4 on the tall. And we're looking for a 10. And we're not changing our die set. A 3 again. For all the naysayers that sit there and say, oh, they hit the wall, you're never going to be able to repeat your bet and repeat your throw. Funny, I have 4 3s. A 5. Well, we're getting closer. A 4 or a 2 or a 10. And I'm not changing my die set. Another 6. Looking for that 10. Looking for the 4. Looking for the 2. There goes another yo. That was close to being a 10. 5 is right there. Boy, I screwed up that landing big time. It still came up for a 3. It kind of fell out of my hand. Wow, they landed just exactly the same way as I set them. That's pretty cool. Another 6. Four, 10, 2. Now, if you notice my die set, 4, 2, you should get another number. Another 6. Welcome to Dice Center, where we have a practice table And when we show stuff, we roll the entire length of the craps table. And there goes 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And I still never got my 10, my 4, or my 2. I would continue, but it's been a long day for me, and I don't want to make this video drag out any more than it has. Based upon what I see, I'm not going to change when I'm rolling for the all tall small. The dice set that I start off with will be the dice set I continue with. It never seemed to fail every time I changed it. Bad things happen. I changed my dice set along the way, and I got to the point of me changing it, and that's when bad things happen. Those dice sets I changed to, I know are safe dice sets. So it's not like I, did that to myself. I want to hear from the rest of you guys. Do you guys change your dice set to, depending upon needing that 10? Or are you going to sit there and leave it alone? That's my whole question. I myself, I'm going to leave it alone. Thanks guys for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.